Is this the way to Amarillo? Hearing that I've been hugging my pillow.
Hello and welcome on into this Monday's edition of Movie News here at MB. We'd just like to thank you once again for joining us here on our YouTube channel and of course our Twitch stream. I'm one of your co-hosts, Stephen John McLaughlin, and the man raising his glass, it's John C. Walsh. How are you doing, John?
I'm doing fantastic, Stephen. I love the heat.
Yeah, John, it's killing me, absolutely killing me. Between that and I think I probably have to wear my specs more often now. I'm always on the screen, as you know, proofreading, etc. in my profession, so it's absolutely killing me. So I might squint my eyes tonight, guys. It's because not just of the spotlights that are on us, but
the worst room to be in.
It's an absolute sauna, but
and very bright.
Hey ho, listen, I was moaning about the weather, how bad it was, how shit this summer was only 2 weeks ago, so I can't complain, John.
That's why I'm not complaining.
You've just got to get through it. Well, the thing is, John, you love the heat, you do love it.
I do.
But as well, you are obviously not as fair skinned as myself. And
2% Indian.
I just burn. So, anywho, I might be the pale man, but we're talking about the grey man.
Oh!
Early reactions are mixed on Chris Evans' Netflix movie. Now, John, the last time we spoke about this was last month. We were talking about the movie posters, of course, but this is the early reactions. Now, I asked you, John, when it's coming out. You said sometime next week, so
17th, I believe. So
looking forward to it. Kind of swaying whether or not to react to it. We'll have to see. I'd rather react to it, actually. I think it's a good format to do that, and especially since it's on Netflix.
And we throw a review in at the end.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We kill two birds with the one stone.
Exactamundo. But anyway, early reactions to The Grey Man have now begun to appear on Twitter, and the results are mixed.
Try and bring this up.
Reviews praise its action sequences and Gosling and Evans' chemistry as foes, such as film critic Courtney Howard. However, comments from entertainment reporter Jermaine Lucier and Nick's Best Picture owner Matt Neglia point out the redundancy of the agent on the run action movies like John Wick and Mission Impossible.
Really?
And
The redundancy?
Really?
Did you see the box office takings of John Wick?
And
mate?
Mission Impossible.
Are you fucking
Yeah.
mad? Mission
I think they are,
Impossible's
John.
redundant.
But
It made over $1 billion at the box office, mate.
exactly.
What are you
nonsense.
talking about, Matt Neglia?
Definitely.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Don't know. An early signs of a predictable plot with little payoff. Others criticised the movie's story as obvious, arguing the Grey Man was simply a vehicle for star-studied money-making. Film critic David Elric criticised the action sequences for being bland. Wow. Well, Kyle Buchanan even compared the film to an AI-simulated movie. John, I don't know what they're looking for here. It's a thriller. It's an action thriller.
Click on this.
Probably by the sounds of it, it may be in the sort of same bracket as your Fast and Furious franchise to me, which you should really get into with that sort of frame of mind. Don't take it too seriously. Just who's this guy?
Matt Neglia.
Wow, turn your head on upside down, pal.
I can't talk about anyone.
Just,
He looks like me.
Just
Pretty much me.
just just kind of enjoy the film for what it is,
2 seconds.
I mean,
need
what are
to
they
do this.
expecting here, Hamlet, come on. Anyway, John, I suppose
I can't do that.
I think you appreciate the beer rather than Academy Award, John, but is that a real one?
I don't know.
What did they win that for?
Talking shit about Mission Impossible? I don't know,
Yeah.
Stephen.
Yeah, the nominations are. Anyway, the reviews are there, John. Jermaine Lucier says
This is these fucking critic
The Grey
names
Man
again.
is 2 hours of James Bond meets Fast and Furious. There you are. Super exciting action, massive scale and set pieces, solid, self-aware performance, consistent laughs, just a whole lot of fun. Gosling and Evans rule, supporting cast great. It's a little obvious but never boring.
Stephen,
That's it.
That's any action movie of the
That's all you
last.
can ask for. And the fact that you've got Gosling and Evans in there, John, and Dinush. Let's not forget Dinush,
He's a great actor. No stranger to an
the
action
more I'm
movie.
seeing bits of this though, John, the more I'm thinking he's been brought in as a henchman, which is going to be very disappointing for us too, obviously. But
you know what I'm thinking, Stephen McDanish? I'm thinking he has potentially come in as a sort of Bruce Lee-esque minor villain. Because as you do know, the story basically entails Ryan Gosling's character, I'll re-say that.
Yeah.
I'll lay off this beer. Ryan Gosling's character being on the run, former CIA agent, current CIA agent Chris Evans is chasing after him.
Yep.
Globetrotting.
Yep.
He's going to evidently hit up an area where Dhanush is from.
Yep.
I don't know if it will be in India or whether he is a sort of assassin come agent, black market kind of guy. Maybe he's a CIA agent as well.
Yeah.
But I think they will walk paths at some point. This is me just theorising. I could be completely fucking wrong here. And he's going to do some shit. Because we know he can handle
mind
himself
that,
in the
John,
movies.
as long as he's not one of the two leads, bitch. I don't want
we
to
don't
see
want
that.
no. I don't
They
think he
better
will be.
not be, or I'll be furious.
We've seen that in the trailer though. He could
Yeah.
handle himself. He
Yeah.
looked quite
I don't want
tenacious.
him to be a guy that's following orders from either Gosling or Evans, though. That's what I'm trying to say,
No, I think he'll be a minor villain. I really do.
I hope he's his own man, that's what I'm saying.
Just because Chris Evans is the villain. He's the sort of... I always forget the fucking name of the character. The Fugitive.
Richard Kimball, yeah.
No, the other one.
Uh,
Tommy Lee Jones' character.
Sam Gerrard.
Sam Gerrard. I knew it was
yeah.
a sort of Frenchy kind of name. I was going to call him Deschamps or something. Imagine Didier Deschamps in a movie like that. You know, it's kind of like that. He's playing the kind of Sam Gerrard character. Just going to say it like that because there's some fucking idiots, as we like to call them, say Gerrard, like Gerard in a certain part of this country and this city. So I don't think Dhanush, what I'm getting at, is going to be the big bad main villain. I think everyone's pretty self-aware enough to know that Chris Evans is the villain of the piece. But I don't expect him to bring a man of his standing who's got a huge sort of demographic who love him, not just in India, but primarily in India, but also worldwide. He's well known, Dhanush. He's a great actor, man. He can hold the eyeballs. He's got great screen presence. We've watched 4, 5, 6 of this guy's movies, but we've seen him do action, Stephen. He can move.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He's a sort of shorter, quite nimble guy. So he can certainly pull off playing a hard man.
You mentioned Bruce Lee, John. He does remind me of Bruce Lee
Really
quite a
does,
bit
yeah.
in terms of physical stature.
Assuring he was Bruce Lee.
Perhaps not as muscly, but certainly in his frame. And his hairdo as well.
He's
but
not in bad
his
shape.
Yeah, no,
He is lean.
But you know, it's Bruce Lee. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone comes close. Maybe Conor McGregor to an extent, but there's not many that's got that physique, John, in the world ever.
Conor McGregor and Cristiano, I think, are the current two.
Cristiano, yeah.
Cristiano's different gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen a photograph of him the other day.
John, he
training.
looks like he's stretched out. It's a bit of skin stretched out.
Yeah, he's training with
He's
his
just so
son.
lean, yeah. He's like
he's
that face that was in Doctor Who. Remember the last human alive?
Yeah. But he's unbelievable, man. Just so inspirational for that guy to be doing what he's doing, playing at that level in his late 30s.
Yeah.
Just a phenom.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
But
yeah.
Leo's still better, sadly. But
Whoa. Let's put a
that's
poll up.
fucking just a fact. Look, I love Cristiano.
Yeah.
Well, he gets a lot of shite from some people out there who think the arrogance on the field is representative of the man off the field, but it's not, man. The guy is really modest, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Came from a really modest upbringing. Does a lot of charity work. He's a fucking brilliant guy.
Yeah, does a lot of work for charity. Doesn't like to talk about it though, mate. That's smashy nicey, by the way.
Well, hello, Scottish Midge,
hello.
incidentally. Matthew, we missed you. I don't think you've come back. Good evening, gents. It's technically night, Matthew.
Yeah.
The whiskey glass, clearly a real representation of where you are just now. Brain addled with alcohol. And the whole elevator's not above you. Welcome in.
Yeah.
It has been a while.
It has, yeah.
Hello
there.
Hello there. Come now, little one. We're not going to go down the...
Leia.
Leia.
Love that. Absolutely love it.
No one's coming for us, Leia. Fuck up, Ewan.
John, I don't know if you saw, I actually saw it headlined on the John Compare show in terms of someone's actually compiled the 6 episodes together and cut it down to a 2.5 hour movie on a website. I think it was Variety actually covered this, which was unbelievable. For a fan-made film, normally you see these fan-made films all the time. They're kind of crummy, but apparently this is very good. The guys added in some audio from the prequels, you know, Qui-Gon stuff and stuff.
Did they add in the flashbacks when Ben's speaking to Luke in the homestead about Anakin? He was a great fighter, a great pilot, and a good friend.
Well, that would be
more machine
now
than
the future, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously flashbacks to
flash forwards.
Anakin.
Yeah.
I'm talking about actual flashbacks to...
Oh, right, yeah. That would work.
prequels.
That would work, yeah.
Because you remember that
would be
video
amazing,
someone
yeah.
put together on YouTube of him speaking to
Yeah.
Luke?
Oh, that was
And
fantastic,
it was flashing back to young Anakin, obviously Obi-Wan.
Kind of bridged that gap slightly,
You
didn't
could
it?
see the nuance of
Well, apparently
Alec Guinness's performance.
there's a scene, I know we're going off that tangent.
Well, that's good.
See when you just say hello there, what it causes.
And we love you in here.
Apparently, this guy
Oh, yeah.
is actually put in some Qui-Gon. I think it's the line, he is the chosen one, Obi-Wan, or whatever it was. I'm paraphrasing, can't remember. I've not seen The Phantom Menace in a while. But apparently that audio was inserted into the moment when Obi-Wan walked away from Darth. No, he could have finished him off this time. You know, for the second time he had an opportunity to kill him off and he didn't. But apparently this guy's put that voice in, which makes a bit more sense why he didn't finish him off. But
yeah, Stephen, that still remains one of my favourite moments from that TV show.
Yeah.
When he says to him, "And my friend is truly gone. So long, Darth."
Yeah.
It's something like that.
It was
Just
good.
brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's just a little line. It just makes more sense, doesn't it? Just
you speak about fan service. You speak about retconning and creating plot holes and stuff like that. That's a little plot hole. It's always been there. Him calling him as Darth.
It's strange
instead
that
of Vader.
in A New Hope he never calls him Anakin at any point. So that kind of
Yeah.
closes that door in a way.
It's just
doesn't
really
it?
neatly done.
Yeah.
So shows you what can be done with these TV shows. Talisker malt. All right, you're drinking the malt.
Wow.
Matthew, is that another one? Is that Islay? Is that an Islay whiskey? Next time I'm down, I'll make sure to have a glass.
John, Kyle Buchanan, he says the Grey Man is Netflix emptiest star vehicle yet. Wow. If DAL-E simulations cost $200 million, this is exactly what they would produce.
You know what DAL-E is?
No.
It's this sort of algorithmic AI thing. I think it can create art and all manner of different things. It's a sort of AI algorithm.
Ah, right, okay.
You give it enough information, it trains.
Ah, right, okay.
Human
Is that similar to the simulation they use for Luke Skywalker's voice?
Something similar to that, yeah. But it's obviously in tentative stages of
yeah,
I don't know, development.
Yeah, John, I've heard about
He's
that.
basically
And
saying
obviously,
it's
my
fucking
job,
crap.
where they're talking about simulations that can actually pull up full paragraphs to create news.
Yeah.
Which is it would obviously make journalism redundant, which is crazy when you think about it. But when you've got all that data, algorithm, and information on the interweb, you know, and that simulation can pull all that information in to make coherent paragraphs, then that's scary stuff.
They were talking about it. The Turing test on Rogan. I think it was an Google worker came out and says he thought it was conscious, the AI. And it was the guy basically says, there's an AI currently in existence which can pass the Turing test, so it can basically fool a human into thinking they're speaking to another human being. So we know it can do it. We know the AI's there. Can it make a movie like The Grey Man though?
I'm just wondering if David Elric is one of these simulations, because I'll let you read his next one, John.
Yeah, I've had interactions with David before in terms of reading these reviews. The Grey Man, what capitals? The Grey Man!
The Grey Man!
It's just 2 hours of Tom Clancy. Just says that because it's kind of capitalised, but it isn't. 2 hours of Tom Clancy rejects shouting brainless shit like "make him dead." It wouldn't be an action movie if there wasn't fucking terrible catchphrases or one-liners.
And death.
Stick around. Yeah. Mike.
Knock knock.
Knock knock. He's dead tired.
He's dead tired.
He's dead tired. Fucking hell. I mean, they're some of the greatest action movies ever made, those.
Yeah.
So Sly Stallone and Arnie.
Yeah.
That's what because there's brainless shit like "make him dead" in there.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. That was RoboCop, by the way.
Yes, I love RoboCop.
Yeah, I fucking loved it.
I grew up with that. That was my
Isn't
childhood.
the moon wonderful today? That was when he was reprogrammed and he was talking gibberish.
It's fucking great movies, man.
Yeah.
I love the violence, and this is why I push back hard against any notion that someone around about 6, 7, 8, 9 can't watch these movies today.
Yeah.
I was 4, 5, 6, 7 years old watching these movies. I'm fine. I watched Nightmare on Elm Street when I was 6. Did fucking Freddy Krueger haunt my dreams for about 5 years after that? Yes, he fucking did.
Yeah.
But I got over it. I quickly realised that it was Robert Englund, and that he's a very small man.
Very nice man.
And he's a very nice man. Yeah. He's not at all burnt, and he doesn't have claws as hands. To quote Steve Coogan. So, fuck it. I don't know where I went with that, but yeah, one-liners, action movies, doesn't mean it's crap. Between bland action scenes, that would be bad though. And beautiful locations, all of which leads to the most hilariously stupid bad guy backstory reveal I've ever seen.
Okay.
Almost made me nostalgic for Red Notice. That was the Dwayne Johnson one from a couple of years back, I believe, maybe last year.
John, it's funny how you remember his name, but Courtney Howard says Russo Brothers, the hashtag The Grey Man, has unrelenting, well-constructed action sequences, battle of wits, bullets and brawn. Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans share excellent repartee and sleazeback facial hair. Ana de Armas is badass and beauty, and Danushi's scenes are ruthless and sharp.
That's what we want to hear. This is what we want to hear, Courtney.
You know what you're talking about, Courtney. You
bring a man like Danushi in, you want it to be ruthless and sharp. This guy, he might be the big bad. See that previous one? The most stupid bad guy backstory reveal? I don't give a fuck if it's stupid.
No.
He could be the main bad guy here.
Yeah. That's a good shot, John.
Because they both are CIA agents. I mean, one's an ex-CIA agent, the other one's a current. There's presumably a sort of nefarious, shadowy figure clandestinely pulling the strings, if you'd like, in the background. Because look, I mind reading the Russos. This is a Russo's brother movie. I'm pretty sure I've just said the Russo's brother. Russo's brothers. Russo brothers. Got there in the end. And one of them, or maybe both of them, says they had aspirations for growing a cinematic universe out of this, akin to Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
And there would be maybe some of the intelligence we're seeing from Christopher McQuarrie in that franchise where... by the way, did I say Mission Impossible grossed over $1 billion at the start of this show? I was thinking about fucking Top Gun.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible makes good money though at the box office.
Collectively, John, it would have made a lot of money, the franchise.
It makes really good money, so he's still talking shite. It's such a strange remark from that guy.
Yeah, I don't
he come out against Mission Impossible. The last one was fantastic. The last 3 Mission Impossible movies have been excellent.
Billy Bob Thornton's in this film, do you know that?
Outstanding.
I didn't know that.
I did, yeah. I remember speaking about him, yeah. I think he had a minor poster.
Right, okay.
But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that there. Yeah, they had aspirations for the cinematic universe, so it would make sense if these two guys are chasing each other around the globe, but there's someone manipulating in the background. I don't know if that's Danush, but it's great to hear Danush's scenes are ruthless and sharp. This guy deserves the very, very best in a Western movie. He's a fantastic actor, man. Some of the best shit we've seen from the Indian subcontinent has featured this guy's acting ability. So I'm delighted to hear that.
Judging on that review, John, I think that's the last one, by the way.
Is it?
Ryan Gosling is not on social media.
He is not.
John, this movie had a $200 million budget, and makes it, as of 2021, the most expensive Netflix original movie, tied in with Red Notice.
I suppose you've got the Russo brothers there.
Yeah.
They've made fucking 3 Avengers movies.
How do they reclaim that money?
I mean, it's getting a theatrical release, Stephen.
Yeah, right, okay, yeah, fair enough.
It's getting a limited theatrical release.
Do you think people will go out though and see that if they know fine well? I think it's Friday, John, it's actually hitting Netflix.
Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, Stephen, Anna de Armas in there as well.
Yeah.
You mentioned Danush, man. As I keep saying it, he's got a huge fan base over in South India. I'm sure they'll want to go and support their guy in this movie, man.
You think they'll make 200 million back though?
I don't think they'll get. No. I don't know. They might. They might. I don't know how Netflix works, Stephen. I'm not. I mean, I don't know if Ted Sarandos is still the guy at Netflix, but I think they do get a decent amount of income from the subscriber base, even though they have lost a couple. They've made some culls.
Yeah.
I think they still make a good chunk of money from subscriptions, so they can recoup it just by. I don't know how it works. I genuinely don't know how it works. They must be making money because
you wonder, don't you? I mean, surely their whole business model isn't based on the hope of getting subscribers in, because that's just crazy.
I think it probably is. Yeah, I think it probably is, because I mean, it's not fucking cheap now.
No.
What is it knocking on it now? And for
it's different sort of
tiers, haven't you? You've got an ad. Have you got an ad-based one?
I think you might have an ad-based one. You've got obviously the standard definition, high definition, how many multi-screens as well. You know,
it's up to like £12.
I think it's like $12.99 is the top one, John.
So if you say,
I still think it's good value for money.
I do. I love Netflix.
See if you get maybe 2 or 3 films a month, that pays for it.
There's great TV content on there as well. And you've got loads of great Indian stuff for us.
Yeah.
They've really got their finger on the pulse, them in Prime.
Yeah.
In terms of giving access to that.
I would say Prime slightly more, but you're absolutely right, John.
I mean, I've got Bahubali, Stephen. We're watching Sacred Games on Netflix. I think we may have watched, try to think off the top of my head,
a lot of Family Man Korean stuff is on Netflix.
Korean stuff. They've got a brilliant array of content, so it's worthy of the money. I don't understand why people were unsubscribing from Netflix. I understand there's loads of platforms, but I still think they're the best just now.
I've got Disney Plus, Amazon,
Netflix,
Prime,
Apple,
and I don't have Apple, John.
Oh, you get it free.
I tried it for the trial and I didn't. Apart from that Tom Hanks film, can't remember what it's called.
You had Greyhound or something.
Greyhound,
like
that was it. Yeah.
There was a couple. You've got that great TV show on there as well. I can't remember the name of it.
Well, is that one with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon? It's been out for a couple of years. That looks pretty okay. Yeah.
I'm talking about the one with the sort of dystopian shit. I'll try and find it. Apple TV. I'll see if I can find it quickly, and I'll find the name of this fucking show. I'll bring it over.
Yeah, why not? But
we'll just go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, John, I think we probably will end up reacting to this 22nd of July on Netflix. So if it comes out this Friday, I take it that's for a cinematic run for a week.
Yeah.
And then on the 22nd of July, we will be getting this on Netflix. So we're talking 11 days away anyway. I know we're going to try and wrap up season 1 of Sacred Games. It's very difficult just now. John's having a really hard time with obviously Netflix and YouTube blocking 3 attempts so far. But John will get there, and because I know John well enough that he won't let things beat him.
No, they will not get the better of me. It will go out.
Even if it's only a 7-minute clip.
If I have to keep editing it and I have to do it 3 times in one day, it will fucking go out.
And I think perhaps maybe that'll be the good little break before we do season 2. If we do season 2, John, I'm not quite sure where we're going after that. I'm
really enjoying the show, I have to say. I think
fantastic.
The show is really well wrote. I think the acting performances, we spoke about it, the reaction last night, episode 4 reaction.
Yeah.
Some of the technical stuff's outstanding. The moment with Cuckoo, I think her name is.
Yep. Oh, John, that
was a tragic scene with that character. Just fucking breaking down. And Ganesh, just the moment with him. That's a hard man. A guy that's been... People cringe when they see his name. You should have to hear the fucking case numbers and they're shitting themselves.
Yeah.
You see that tenderness he has with that character.
Yeah,
I just love the acting, man. Your man, Sadiq, blanking on his name, plays Ganesh. I think he's fucking outstanding. He's a brilliant actor.
A very good cast.
It's like Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
He's a cool
and that
guy.
whole format of the flashbacks and the flash forwards, I just love that kind of thing, because if it's done right, it just keeps it compelling and keeps you interested. And although you know, if they did just keep it in present day, it would have been fine. I would have accepted that, and it would have been a great action, I think, series. But I tend to think, and you mentioned it yesterday, John, when we were doing episode 4 reaction, the flashbacks seem to be more drama driven than the present day is more action packed.
It's slower paced.
So I think it's a good blend. It really is.
It seems to play off nicely. It's a huge cast as well, so
yeah,
the way they've got you connecting to all these characters.
Now,
even the hairdo guy.
We did mention just before we wrap things up, obviously with the Greyman discussion, we did mention a few weeks ago we were going to be doing a Q&A. That's something I think John and I are just going to tie down a date very shortly. So on our community tab, that will be announced this week, the day and time of that. We have got a bunch of questions that have come in through email. Thanks, guys. Which we'll have to obviously put through our graphics, so we look professional while we're doing it. But obviously the live chat will be there as well, and it'll be on for a couple of hours at least.
I do the graphics.
Yeah. So
you can be guaranteed they'll be at least passable.
Yeah. And yeah, looking forward to it.
I always love Stephen. I love speaking.
Yeah, I like the Q&A, John. It's good when you've not got the format. You're not just talking about the one thing. And you obviously with live chat, anything can happen. It did the last time. Yeah,
but someone in from Philadelphia or something.
Yeah.
Never did come back.
No. Maybe they'll come back this time. Yeah. Please.
Matthew's talking about fucking malt whiskies here.
Okay.
Talisker malt. I can't say the name of that. Laproch Jura. That's Jura whiskey. That's a Ely whiskey. Jura whiskies are tremendous. Some of the best on the planet. Us and the Japanese know what we're doing with whiskey. They learned everything they know about whiskey from us.
Yeah. It's the same. I think it's the same with beef as well. Like a steak, a good steak. A lot in common with the Japanese and Scots. Yeah.
It's because I don't know what that is. Yeah, I was about to say it's because, but then I don't know what it's because of.
I just think it's taste and class. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Japanese are amazing. Love them. Brilliant people. Brilliant country. Love how ordered it is. I just love how. Yeah. That's why I was so shocked to hear about the president the other day. What happened to him, ex-president, getting assassinated, man. It's like, what? They are not like that at all, man. That culture, that was very shocking. But hey ho, there's bastards everywhere, sadly. But that's going round it up. They're all good malts. There's no such thing as a bad malt. There is no such thing as a bad malt. There is no such thing as a bad whiskey in Scotland. Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland.
No such thing. No such thing as a bad Scotch. Which, speaking of, I need to get a good Scotch and rattle it before the summer's out. Need to make the most of it, getting bit with midges out the back after dark and drinking whiskey. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. But look, man, it's going to round it up. What's your thoughts on the Greyman? The early reactions being mixed, I have to tell you. They say it's mixed. There was about 5 or 6 in that article, and the vast majority were positive. I think it was a 42 split, positive to negative. So they're havering, as we like to say here in Scotland. Havering means they're talking nonsense. You can go on and do a whole bit about Scottish words, by the way. I was watching Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Dreek. Yeah. Bobag.
I've seen James McAvoy doing it as well, yeah.
Messages.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other ones. Glake it. You think any, before we round up, Stephen, any Scottish words?
Egypt.
Egypt. I fucking love Egypt.
Yeah.
Gadgie. There's loads of good Scottish words. Maybe Matthew can fling us one into the chat as well. Bampot. Yep. Gonk. That's a good Glaswegian word. Well, let's go round it up, man. You can share your thoughts down below if you haven't to say at all, but the film excitement levels for it has, the reviews, reactions, whatever you want to call them, dampens your anticipation a little bit. Has it reinvigorated that you're saying, sod them, I'm going to dance to the beat of my own drum, do my own thing. I'll dance right into that theatre. Good Celtic, is a good Celtic man, Gerard. You're absolutely right. you are 100% all the artistically sort of gifted people are, to be fair. And you can look into that whatever way you deem necessary. But look, man, you can also like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications straight to your eyeballs on YouTube. Do the exact same thing over in Twitch with their system, which even now I don't know. Follow button, notification thing over there will enable you to see us doing our thing, live shows that is, because you can't put pre-recorded content up on Twitch. You'll be able to see the live shows over there if that's your chosen, favoured, whatever adjective you want to use, platform for live streaming. Regardless of what you do though, thank you very much for watching us. Thank you for Matt for coming into the chat. Elevator's Not Worthy coming into the chat, we do appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Till next time, we're done. Bye bye.